Yesterday, I was blessed to sing at East Acres Baptist Church in Millington on Navy Road. Richard and Ginger Hamlet are pastor and wife, and it was a beautiful day for me. My friend Tricia Robinson had driven here from Athens, Georgia, to spend the time with me and help me to have a group, my first really large group I'd had since COVID, and that went well. But she helped me with everything that was required. Sometimes people think that you just have people over to your house and then you cook a few things and, that's it. I can't do that. I try to get the whole house clean because I let them tour the house. And I try to get all the light bulbs that match. And, nowadays that's a chore because I have some old fixtures, some old chandeliers, and it's difficult to do a lot. And she actually went out and bought light bulbs and things that we needed for the food and for the house. And she did all of that running herself, which I appreciated so much. And she has helped me in so many ways. She never arrives here without paper products and coffee and cream and things that she knows I use all the time. And it's just she is a ministry helper. Well, yesterday got the biggie. She was here to drive me to the church in Milligan, which is 30 miles from my house. I can drive, but I don't feel comfortable going places I don't know because I don't hear the GPS well or see the GPS well. I can see to drive, but those little words and things I don't always see. Anyway, we both got up at 6 o'clock and we had devotion and breakfast and got dressed, and she more or less packed to go home. And she actually changes the sheets and everything in her room and cleans the room, cleans the bathroom, all of that, like every great guest is supposed to do, but she's the only person I've ever had that really does all that. But she stays a while, But anyway, we got to the church on time, but on the way there, she told me that a friend had called her who was visiting in Nashville. She was going to fly home to Charlotte, and she got sick, really sick, and she could not fly. And she knew that Trish would be going that direction to go to Rock Hill to see her grandchild. She was going to go to Athens first and then go to Rock Hill with her husband, but the friend asked her to take her home to Charlotte in the car. And so Trish told me that after church and after we had had lunch and she had come home and loaded her car, she was going to do that. Well, I was anxious. That was a long, long drive. And like I say, we got up at 6 o'clock and it was going to be midnight. Anyway, well, church service went well and I was blessed to be there. There was one decision. And we got out of church a little later than normal because they had communion and because I sang 3 songs. I got to sing 3 songs. One was during the offering, but I love singing during the offering because I feel like it's a good time of praise anyway when you give an offering, and that music adds to it. So on the way home, we passed the Bojangles, and I said, let's just go through a drive-through. We don't need to take time to go sit down somewhere. You're going to be stressed for time. So we went into Bojangles and got some strips and came home, and she unloaded my stool, my computer, the stuff I take when I go sing somewhere. and then put her stuff in her car, and we hugged and she left. And I was all day long praying, that she would have a good trip. There wouldn't be any problems. And she picked up the friend in Nashville and successfully got her to Charlotte and then went to Rock Hill, because today at 4 o'clock, one of her grandchildren is playing in a ball game or something. I forgot what that was. But that is a Good Samaritan, modern day Good Samaritan, big time. And I was so impressed with the fact that she never said a word of complaint or negativity about doing any of it. And it was just amazing. I actually have a little thing on my phone that shows me on the map where she is. And I followed her and prayed for her and was relieved to see her safely home. And that's the act of a real Christian. Not only is she one toward me, but to all her other friends. And I'm so grateful for her. I don't know whether I could be a friend like that or not. I don't know whether I could risk my own health and drive that far. I don't think I would be up to that. But thank God she was. And I hope it's an example to all of us. God bless you today.